Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside the Dryden Park Academy in Wilma's room, Hannah, Ryan, and Wilma are talking. Just remember, you have both of your brothers, Joshua and Eric, here looking after you. Don't worry, Mom and Dad. I'll be fine. I got me best mate Olivia here as well. That includes her as well. Now we want you both to enjoy what Dryden Park has to offer. I will. Speaking of which, can I go talk to Olivia? Alright, get out of here. And as Wilma got up and went and left her room, leaving Hannah and Ryan there talking. We are doing the right thing, yeah? Meanwhile, in Olivia's room, Olivia's laying in bed thinking. Till someone knock on her door. Wilma? And it's Olivia sat up just as she came in and closed the door. And as she went and got in bed and laid beside her best mate, who did the same thing. You miss your parents, don't you? And as Wilma looked at Olivia, who saw. Yeah, I do. You don't have to worry. I have me brothers who also got your back. This place is so huge in itself. Meanwhile, in Doug's office, Mrs. Drake, Doug, and Nancy are talking. What do you want me to do? And as Doug looked at Miss Drake, who saw. Have the new 3 arrivals came in yet, Faith? Not yet, but should be here momentarily. Now, Nancy, when the 3 of them lot get here, I want you to be their buddy. Make certain everything is updated on school events, not to mention showing them about. It shall be done. Go wait in the kitchen and no in between, straight there. And as Nancy got up and went and left the office. Well, that wasn't so bad. Perhaps I have a suggestion for you, if you don't mind, Headmaster. Meanwhile, in Mrs. Drake's classroom, Lucy, Eric, and Joshua are talking. You really are stubborn, aren't you? Well, I'm the daughter of Karen and Bradley. Just like the both of yous come from Hannah and Ryan. Alright. There's gonna be a send-off real soon, so after that, we investigate. Sounds good to me. And as Miles came in and head to where they are, and Lucy, Eric, and Joshua saw him. Miles, I have some information that I'd like to share with you lot. Guess again, Sonny boy. And as Tina came in, and as they saw her, you're not gonna share anything at all. Now that your restrictions in place. Mrs. Hartley, say that. Now go to your room and don't let me ask you twice. You have 15 minutes to get there. Meanwhile, in the staff room, Ashley and John are talking. I feel like a part of me is gone. I know. But we're gonna get through this, honey. Yeah, I believe we are. Now, why don't we go join the others? Not yet. What do you mean? And as John came to where his wife is and hugged her, who returned the favor resound in them hugging each other. And as John held Ashley in his arms. Meanwhile, in the great hall, Carol, Steve, Phoebe, and Oliver are talking. Wait, she is my sister. What am I saying? Of course she is. Oliver, you're not making this easy. Mom, please say something. I am so sorry, but the test was negative, which means Phoebe isn't not your sister, but she's not our daughter at all. Wow. Are you serious right now? Why are you doing this? Your mother and I didn't want this revelation to come true. But it is. Isn't it? Meanwhile, in a limo that's on its way to Dryden Park Academy, let's get inside to where Gloria, Maria, and Holden are talking. I thought this place was gonna be in London. not in the blooming nosebleeds. You mean the booms, precisely. What are you thinking, sis? I think our parents are home right now in Brooklyn, having a laugh. Hold on. You two lot think they sent you away on purpose? Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside the Dryden Park Academy in Wilma's room, Hannah and Ryan are talking. Of course we are. Remember, it's about keeping them safe here. Even though it feels like we're abandoning them, far from it. Now we do make occasional stops to check up on them, letting them know that we love them a lot. Speaking of the matter, I think we should be more concerned about our eldest daughter along with Cole back in New York. Ryan, you're so suspicious. I'm not being suspicious. Look, we gotta trust Mildred to do the right thing. Oh, I trust her. Just not along with Cole. And I have a feeling something more is going on between them. Meanwhile, in Olivia's room, Olivia and Wilma are lying in bed talking. Thank you for coming with me. My mom wasn't too grand about it, but you're my best mate. So are you. And we're gonna have an awesome adventure here. Really? Yes, we are. Just you wait. Meanwhile, Miles arrived at his room and got his keys. And as he in turn unlocked his door just as someone came to where they are. Took you long enough. Where the hell have you been? And as Miles turned and saw the man as he arrived. I don't know, Dad. Maybe the mini goose chase you and Mom. Oi, you can only call me Dad when we're at home, and that doesn't mean here. Well, as you know, I'm a restriction for doing a runner to Paris. So thanks for that. Anyways, let's move to the matter at hand. We have 3 new arrivals showing up here shortly. We always have new arrivals, no biggie. The thing is, the 2 of them that's arriving happen to be Mimi and Frank's kids. Meanwhile, at Taylor's door, candle memorials are displayed in it, with Taylor's picture in between it, with Tobias looking at it. Just as Kyle came to where he is. Meanwhile, in Doug's office, Mrs. Drake and Doug are talking. Faith, I gotta say I'm glad you're my deputy head here. Proud to be serving you, headmaster. Today is gonna be an emotional day for Ricky's family. I want class postponed just for the next 2 days so that family can process of what's happening. I'll go inform the students. No, leave that to me. Start gathering the students for the funeral, meaning get some students to make the announcement. Will do. And as Faith turned and went and left Doug's office. Meanwhile, in Mrs. Drake's classroom, Tina, Lucy, Eric, and Joshua are talking. Here's the deal. Miles is not allowed to talk to anybody. And if I catch any of you lot with him, that restriction will extend itself to you, regardless of what's happening between your families. Is that clear? Yes. Yeah. Excuse me. And as Tina turned and went, I left the classroom, leaving Lucy, Eric, and Joshua there to talk. Wow, that was intense. I wonder what was that about. She must have figured out how Miles left the school for something personal. Wasn't he at the party we went to? Well, Eric and I know what you mean. Anyways, I'll see you lot at the wake. And as Joshua turned and went and left the classroom. Meanwhile, in the great hall, Carol, Phoebe, Steve, and Oliver are talking. Honey, we'd rather that you hear from us than anyone else. Tell me this. Who are my parents? My real parents, Phoebe. I don't think now is a good time to kick off. Why not? When obviously they just dropped this huge bomb saying I'm not your sister. Phoebe, you gotta understand where we're coming from. Say that. I think I heard enough. And as Phoebe turned and went and left the great hall, I'll go after her. Thank you, Oliver. And as Oliver also went and left the great hall, and as Steve gave Carol the look which she saw. Meanwhile, in the hallway by the front, Ashley and John came to the center, just as Doug came to where they are. And Ashley and John saw him. Ricky's mementos are ready if you want to take a first look. We'll let Carol and Steve go first. Have them see me when they're ready. Thank you for everything. And as Beth came to where they are, and they all saw her. Everything is ready. Since we have a small auditorium, we're gonna be having the funeral by years, starting with the first years up to the third years. Meanwhile, outside in the front area, a limousine pulled up and stopped. Meanwhile, let's get in the limousine where Gloria, Maria, and Holden are talking. Looks like we're here. And as Holden look at his sister, you ready? And as she look at him, wait. And as she look at both, as soon as we step out, it is gonna become official. We can't stay here forever. No, but we can enjoy this moment. You're making it sound like we're entering prison or something. Truthfully, we really don't know what we're getting ourselves into. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside the Dragon Park Academy in Wilma's room, Hannah and Ryan are talking. We both know that they're dating, which is good enough for me. Yeah, they were very cautious when they talked to us at the party. Almost as if, does this have to do with you making him feel uncomfortable being a father? Questioning him? That's my job. He's the guy, I know, not a caller. I'm glad that they're dating as long as he don't hurt her. Anyways, we better be heading down for Ricky's send-off. The thing is, I love you so much, Ryan Grant. I love you too. And as they begin kissing each other and pull back with them heading out of Wilma's room. Meanwhile, in Olivia's room, Olivia and Wilma are laying in bed talking. Is this your first year here? Yeah, it is. We don't have that much privilege because we're what we're called fresh meat. Oh, which brings me back to this. Joshua and Eric isn't gonna let nothing happen to the both of us. It seems your family is very loyal. I wouldn't go too far, but we are something. Meanwhile, at Taylor's store, candles and memorial display is in it with Taylor's picture in between, with Tobias looking at it, and he just saw Kyle there. You know her? Yeah, she was me sister. Sorry for your loss, man. You were the last one with her from what I heard. Did she say anything that no, not even remotely close to this, mate? Then you won't mind helping me nab the person who arrowed her. Meanwhile, Miles and the man are talking by Miles' room. What about them? I want you to keep watch. Kinda hard to do with the whole restriction thing. You shouldn't let a small hiccup stop. It's more than that. He's right, and his fate arrived to where they are. And the man and Miles saw her. Xander Bradshaw. Took you long enough to return. I was just giving Miles a task while he's on restriction. That will no longer be necessary. But carry on. Excuse me. And his face went and walk away while Xander and Miles continue talking. I want to know everything there is to know about our new rivals. Meanwhile, Oliver arrived at Phoebe's door, and as he knocked on it, "Go away! I need to be alone!" "Phoebe, it's Oliver." Soon, Phoebe got the door, and as she went back and sat on her bed, just as Oliver came in and closed the door, and went and sat down in a chair across from Phoebe, and as they faced each other. "I know how you feel. How could they do this? Kept this away from me for weeks. I am just as angry at them like you are. To do this at our brother's funeral, and before you say Ricky is your brother, paper or not." Meanwhile, in the great hall, Carol and Steve are talking, and as Carol noticed the look on her husband's face, "That went obviously well. What the hell are you playing at, Carol? Dropping a huge bomb on the day that we have our son's wake?" Like I said, I just couldn't do it anymore. And as Hannah and Brian came in, "What's going on here? Seems very tense." "Well, go on, honey. Throw my brother and his wife and Steve. Come on. Anything else you would like to get off your chest while we're burying our son?" "Steve, I couldn't keep this to myself. It was very hard. So rather not wait, you decide to shatter her world of who she knows?" Phoebe was bound to know the truth in the end. What truth? And as Ashley, Beth, and John came in, and they all saw them. Oh no, don't you even think about avoiding the issue, guys. This is hardly the time or place to do this. And as Ashley said something wrong with Steve. "Honey, what's troubling you, dear?" "Mom, I really don't want to talk about this now." Meanwhile, outside in the front area where the limousine is, Gloria, Maria, and Holden all got out, while the driver went around and got the suitcases and placed it before the entrance. And as he head back and closed the trunk and went to where Gloria, Maria, and Holden is. "I wish you three lot good luck. This is one of the top prestigious schools in all of that of England. Not to worry, dude. We'll be fine." "Good. Don't have to worry about the tip. Your parents always saw to that." "Excuse me." And as the man went back and got in the limousine and soon drove away. Let's get to Gloria, Maria, and Holden who are talking. "So this is where our parents want us to go." "Nice. Come on, Gloria. It's not that bad. I see it's opportunity. A big one." Maria's right on that. Of course you would side with her. "You know what? Why don't we just get this over with?" And as Gloria, Maria, and Holden all got their stuff and head towards the entrance. And a while, just as Tina and Doug came out, and Gloria, Maria, and Holden saw them. "You three lot must be Gloria, Maria, and Holden. Let me be the first to welcome you lot to Dragon Park."